Hi everyone, it's Sal Jade from the Psychic Healing Academy and best-selling tarot instructor on Udemy. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the question, are tarot readings dangerous? And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about whether this is true and also how they can become dangerous and to make sure that you're not engaging in any practices that will make them dangerous. So for those of you who don't know me, I have taught over 90,000 people around the world how to read tarot like an expert, how to run online tarot businesses, and also how to connect with their intuitive gifts using angel connection and spirit guide connection. If you'd like to receive these free offerings that I offer on YouTube, please do hit subscribe so you always get my latest offerings. And please ask questions along the way or comment below if there's anything you feel like you'd love to share with me. So, this question I get asked, I'm going to say about once a month through my tarot courses on Udemy. I get asked people that want to join the course or that maybe they've signed up and then they freak out a bit because there are a lot of myths and there is a lot of the feeling of, potential darkness, and there's a lot of sometimes negative publicity about the tarot. And I think the question I recently got asked was, is me learning this course going to be dangerous for me? Now, this is a really legitimate thing to worry about because, as I've said, there can be a negative reputation associated with tarot. Some people, some readers are not very scrupulous and they may tout tarot as being able to do certain things that it can't. If you know me well, you know my opinion is tarot is there as a spiritual companion to help you make better decisions, to empower you, to help you live the very best life you can live according to your highest self. It's not there to spy on people or manipulate people. It's there to give you the very best life that you can by embracing your deeper spiritual lessons that you are here on earth to learn. Now, if you are using the tarot for reasons other than this, then it can be dangerous. Now, the dangerous is an intense word. The tarot gods are not going to come out of the sky and start throwing knives at you and smote you down. However, and I'm going to talk about some of the ways it can be dangerous. If, as I said, you're using tarot to manipulate other people, like any kind of black magic or any kind of spying on them or any kind of like breaking people up or any kind of thing that you are doing that is going to cause harm for others and you are using the tarot as a tool to do this, then yes, it is dangerous because the simple law of attraction, as so many of us know, is whatever you put out there comes back to you. So if you are energetically acting in a way that is not very honourable and using the tarot to do it because it is a very powerful source, then bad things can potentially happen to you. That's just a natural, a natural consequence of using the tarot. If you are also reading people without their permission, and I talk about this in my Tarot Card Success course and my How to Be Psychic course about ethics. So what do I mean by that? Like you're reading somebody who hasn't asked, they haven't said, so say you're like, I want to know if my ex-boyfriend's going to move overseas and he's going to run away with his current girlfriend and he's going to do X, Y, Z. Like, it's not okay for you to be spying like that on someone who's in another relationship who is no longer in a relationship with you. That's not great energy. And the reason that is dangerous to me is because I really honestly believe that, and I'm sure many of you do too, you want to act in life and treat people the way that you want to be treated. And I'm sure you would hate some ex-boyfriend that you broke up with, some time ago because you didn't want to be with them anymore spying on you. I'm sure you would find that very invasive and you'd probably want to lodge complaints. So keep that in mind. It can be dangerous if you're doing things that are unethical. Now, it can also be dangerous if you are too addicted to tarot readings. And I see this more and more every day. Like, I have become a huge fan of YouTube readings. I think they have done a lot for bringing tarot to the light and making people get excited about the spiritual potential of tarot. But the downside of YouTube readings that I see these amazing readers that have, 50, 60,000 subscribers and they're constantly, watching them constantly, is this addictive thing of checking in every day on the same situation again and again and again and again. This is not good for your mental health. This is really bad for your mental health. Tarot is dangerous if you are getting so many different readings that you are not allowing the wisdom that the tarot gives you to unfold. So think about it as percolating your coffee. Like, someone gives you a tarot reading, sit with it, go away, think about it, contemplate it. The tarot will always give you advice and wisdom. And so go away and take those action steps that it's given you and allow those things to happen before you get another reading. If you are constantly checking YouTube on your phone, or you're constantly following your favorite reader, or you're constantly paying 4 or 5 different readers a month to ask the same question, your mental health is going to start declining. Please trust me on this. I have done this myself. I have seen my clients come to me and they're like, I've seen 4 different readers this month, and I'm like, okay, you need to stop this. Like, I'm going to do something else with you today. We're not going to do a reading. I'm going to do a healing on you instead, because until you relax and let go of this situation, you're just going to get yourself more and more distressed. Then you're going to push away any good readings you got because you're distressed, and then you're going to think all tarot readers, it's their fault and because things didn't come true, when really you weren't actually taking their advice and going away and just doing things. So yes, tarot readings can be dangerous if you are doing too many of them. Please let stuff go. Remember, tarot is connected to our deepest spiritual lessons, and one of our deepest spiritual lessons is surrender. And one of our deepest spiritual lessons is to let go of things we can't control. So tarot readings are dangerous if you do too many of them. Tarot readings are dangerous if you are spying on people or manipulating people or doing any kind of black magic or anything that is not for the highest good of the universe, and it is not according to universal law, but also that is something that if someone did it to you, you would want to lodge a complaint, or you would be really outraged or felt really invaded if they did it to you. So think of tarot like that. Now, in terms of learning tarot, not dangerous unless you are, and again, danger is a really strong word, I'm going to say it can confuse you if you are learning from too many teachers at once as you get started. So I often suggest to my Tarot Card Success course people, because they'll come in and they'll start doing my course and they get excited and they fall in love with the tarot, then they go and follow someone on YouTube and they go pick up another book, and then they do 10 other things, and suddenly they're coming back to me going, how come your card reading's different to that person, and why is that different, why do you say this and that? That will definitely do your head in. Trust me, when I got started, I did my own head in frequently by getting so excited I tried to learn from too many people. Start simple, learn from one person. When you get the confidence of the system that they teach, then start to expand. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed by too much information, scale it back. Always scale it back if you feel, sorry, I'm just getting this off my microphone. As people who watch my videos know, I have excessive amounts of hair that get caught all over the place. So yes, people can get easily distressed and confused if they are receiving multiple different information about what tarot cards mean. So I suggest, if this is happening to you, stick to one definition, try 2 or 3 and see what resonates so you don't get too confused. And I do recommend trying to learn with I had someone mention the other day that they were learning tarot on a free thing on YouTube, which sounds great, but because it's free, but you know, for something like if you did one of my courses, for example, which you can get from between, you know, 10 to 30 US dollars, that's a lifetime 10 hours of content that you can do, and you can always ask me for help. Like, I'm there, I'm available for you. So, and you also get to join a tarot group and practice in a safe environment that I monitor, and you also get a certificate at the end, so you get more that feeling that you're actually completing a course rather than kind of that willy-nilly. Again, there's nothing wrong with taking up free offers on YouTube. I do this when I'm learning in my journey to do videos like this. So there's definitely, you know, a place for free YouTube videos, but if you are wanting to be serious about studying the deeper craft of tarot, and also things like ethics, like I just talked about, that are very important, and how to protect yourself and how to have boundaries, then I do recommend perhaps doing a more traditional course or even learning from a book if you feel like that's what you want to do. Now, any other danger things for me? I would say be very cautious about who you share your tarot journey with. If you know your family's judgmental, if you know you've got friends that are going to diss you for learning tarot, don't tell them. They don't need to know. It's none of their business. So yes, it can be dangerous in the way that you might feel judged and you might feel demoralized. The other danger is giving away too many free readings. I talk about this a lot in my courses and in my free YouTube videos. Please don't feel like you have to constantly give away free readings all the time. Limit them. They can be very draining. People can often tend not to give feedback, or they can tend to not be, they can kind of get a bit self-entitled when you're giving them a gift. So limit the amount of free readings you give. I suggest highly giving exchanges if you want to practice your tarot readings. So like in my Tarot Mastery group that's connected with Tarot Card Success, process. I get people to exchange readings or finding friends that you trust that are learning, like study buddies. That's the best way for me for you to practice and learn. So I hope that's helped everyone who has wanted to know, is tarot reading or learning tarot reading dangerous? The answer is no, not if you're just learning, but there are certain principles and guidelines and practices that you do want to be incorporating to make sure that you are not affecting your mental health or you're not getting into trouble ethically with universal law. And if you've enjoyed this, please comment below or hit subscribe, and thank you so much for joining me.